The 2024 BET Awards was tonight. We'll talk about some of the best performances. Plus, LeBron James and his son Bronny makes history, and the SWV Tiny concert you don't want to miss. Hey, critics, welcome back to the weekend and welcome to the Critic Chronicles YouTube channel where you get commentary reviews and tabloid news. I'm your host, Patricia Hartley. It's Sunday, June the 30th, 2024. Hey, critics, it's time to chronicle. Up first, let's talk TV. Tamron Hall on tomorrow. You have Emmy winner and advocate T.S. Madison. She's actually going to be on the Tamron Hall show. Actress and author Yvonne Orey is going to also be there on Friday. I actually picked up her book. She has a brand new, she has a book. It's not a brand new book, but she just wrote it in the last few years. Picked that up actually at the public library, but in physical form. So I wasn't able to find it on Hoopla as an audio book, but she does have a book out. It's something about Jesus, Bamboozled by Jesus. So you can also check that out or look that up right now, Googling it. Jennifer Hudson's show on Monday, Mario Lopez is going to stop by. And then on Tuesday, Niecy Nash Betts is going to be stopping by the show. Wednesday, Craig Robinson is going to be there. And then on Friday, Rev Run. Sherry Shepherd, of course, can't forget about my girl. On Monday, Dolly Parton is going to be stopping by. On Tuesday, Deval Ellis and as well as Crystal Hazlett is going to be stopping by. And then on Thursday, comedian Lunel is going to be stopping by before her reported Apollo Theater performance. Lunel is also out on tour right now, so you can also catch her. If you remember as well, Lunel is the comedian I told y'all was on that Thursday TGIF show that was pulled from the YouTube channel, just because there was some things going on over there with Fox Soul. Give you a little bit of an update later on in the show. Again, short update, but continuous update, but still there's no TGIF on Fox Soul. So I'll give you a little bit more about that later on. And if you did not catch the NPR Tiny Desk Concert, y'all, with SWV, that's Sisters with Voices, if you ain't know. Okay, you got to go ahead and check that out. Stop over at NPR Music's YouTube channel. They're the ones with all of the Tiny Desk concerts that are they've become at this point in time a little bit more on the epic side, if you ask me. I love to listen to these when I'm just around the house. Rapper also Flo Millie. She was number 10 on that list of female rappers that's right now. She also has a Tiny Desk concert along with Brittany Spencer. Brittany Spencer's Tiny Desk concert is up, as well as, just like I said, SWV. And the ladies look amazing. Like, these ladies look so amazing. They're on tour actually right now with Escape. They're doing I think it's the Ladies of R&B tour. But you can Google that and check them out as well, or you can follow Candy Burris because Candy does a great job of chronicling everything that goes on and also those concerts. Also when they're doing anything from just rehearsing or on the road and still giving birthday shout outs to all her friends. Candy, you be doing all of the things, girl, all of the things. But shout out to SWV and their Tiny Desk concert. Be sure to go over and check that out. And since, of course, y'all, the BET Awards was tonight, they still have a little bit going on actually, but I'm just gonna chime in right now just because I'm trying to get a show in tonight on the 30th, before July kind of rolls in. And before I go into the critical news that you can use, this is our public library announcement. Here at the Critic Chronicles, our goal is to provide quality but juicy content from websites, digital magazines, and tabloids, most of which are sourced from our public libraries. Research from the National Library of Medicine show that there are an estimated 17,000 public libraries nationwide, totaling 4 million visits each day. Public libraries are civic organizations that are committed to providing invaluable resources beyond books that are free and open to the public. Get your library card to access thousands of resources today. All right, critics, you know what time it is. It's time for critical news that you can use. Up first, I ain't gonna make you wait, y'all. Let's talk a little bit about this BET Awards. BET has been celebrating, all week long, actually. They kicked it off with the BET Experience. They're in LA earlier there in the week, and online this weekend, BET Networks. They have just been talking about everything BET Awards. It was hosted on the BET networks by Mouse Jones. He hosted the pre-show, and the crowd looked like they were really enjoying themselves, but it was looking like it was a little hot out there in Los Angeles, y'all. Everybody looked like they was a little hot. Epic host Terrence J was on the main stage doing it big for the culture, of course. Pretty V was one of the hosts for the BET Red Carpet Live event, along with R&B singer and also host of the podcast R&B Money. Tank was there as well. They've been giving Pretty V, a hard time. They've been giving a lot of folks a hard time actually about these honorary doctoral degrees, and I can see both sides of things. It's different when you actually pay all this money in order to go to school, in order to get this degree, or you work hard for a scholarship, right? Which I know people say, well, scholarship, it ain't your money. It's still money. You still have criteria that you have to follow when you have a scholarship. So even if you're not necessarily paying financially, you're paying with your discipline and your time. So all of the things, and discipline and time still goes with the money part too. I'm not even going to get into the details of all of that. We're just going to say congratulations to all of those, including Pretty V, who have received their honorary degree. I did go to university, and I got my undergraduate degree. So I know what it's like to have to work hard, but that was a combination of me paying for school and then also getting scholarships as well. So I didn't pay fully. I was able to get a good amount of partial, probably a little bit more, 3/4 is what I was able to get in scholarships and some hard work and grants as well. So back to the BET Awards. Pretty V did a fantastic job, as well as Tank. There was also some standout performances on the red carpet stage. Now, this is the carpet prior to actually getting into the BET Awards, including T Grizzy featuring Mariah the Scientist. I liked the song more than I kind of liked the performance, really, but either way. I think the audio was a little bit off with Mariah's microphone. Lil Mo did a performance. I really did enjoy that Lil Mo performance. Too Short closed it out with his medley that included Blow the Whistle and also Shake That Monkey. I think I should say it like that. But yeah, he closed it out with his song, and then the Bailey sisters, they did an interview there on stage with Terrence J, as well as country singer Shabuzi, who had a great performance as well. But he stopped by to speak to Terrence J and brought the country over to the BET Awards as well. And then, of course, Wyclef Jean, Kirk Franklin, along with Cam Newton, had an interview as well with Terrence J. And Wyclef Jean took the time to actually remind us that, guess what? The Fugees, as well as the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, some other folks, I think it's YG Marley, but they're all basically going to be going on tour. So he said you can actually go right now and check it out and grab you some tickets if you are interested in seeing them. Yeah, tour. So thank you for that exclusive Wyclef that you gave there at the red carpet event live there for BET. And congratulations to Angel Reese. She won. This was prior to the even starting of the BET Awards. She won for Female Sportswoman of the Year, and then Jalen Bronson won for Sportsman of the Year. Y'all, the event. I didn't realize that this was the third time that Taraji P. Henson actually hosted the event, but she started off, y'all, with a parody rap over the "They Not Like Us, They Not Like Us." But in hers, she talked about bringing peace. She joked about, though, the fact that the honoree this year for the Lifetime Achievement Award could actually had a six-pack, because it was Usher. But Usher's been performing since he was what, hella young. I don't know exactly what age, but definitely very young, right? Usher also, of course, he couldn't just win for that. He also had to win for best male R&B pop artist as well. Of course, I'm just joking around with Usher. Congratulations with that. Tyler took home 2 awards, one for best international act, and then also for one for best new artist. I think she was a little surprised by the weight of the award. She said, "This is heavy. This is heavy." So she really did think that the awards were heavy, but congratulations to her on receiving that award. And let me go ahead and just get into really the performances of the night, because that's probably what I care about more than anything else. Congratulations though to all of those who received awards, will receive awards. All of the things. Let me talk about some of the performances, including Meg The Stallion. Her performance was very nice. She was looking she looked a little thin to me, but I think it's because she's on tour. And when you go on tour, right, you're losing all the weight and you're getting in shape and all of the things. But I know she had to pace herself a little bit with her voice, but her dancing energy, y'all, was on point. Also, Glorilla performed her song, Yeah, Glow and Wanna Be. She came in on a parachute. Her audio was a little off as well, but the audience was with it. Meg The Stallion also came out for her part during her collaboration that she has with Glorilla during her song. And of course, when Meg The Stallion came out during Glorilla's performance, the audience just kind of turned up a little bit more. Y'all, the stage to me looked huge, right? When Victoria Monet was performing, they got a shot of the audience from the perspective of the performer, but the stage was huge. Am I tripping? Maybe I am. Maybe I'm tripping. But Victoria Monet, speaking of her, she was one of my favorite performances of the night. She started off with her hit "On My Mama" and was giving that Aaliyah vibe with her jeans outfit and that Letterman jacket. I loved the skit in the middle of the transform. I love a transformation. Do you hear what I'm saying? Like, I love a transition into a transformation. And that's what she gave us. Okay. She did a skit kind of in the middle and just kind of was like, what's going on? Where's everybody going? She has that soft voice. Shout out to the people with the soft voice. I wish my voice was soft. Y'all, my voice is so rough, child. People hear me before they see me. They be like, I bet that's Patricia Hartley. Okay. Anyway, it gave her time to kind of transition outfits. So she transitioned out of that outfit into more of that Michael Jackson style look that's really with her video, and also into her brand new song All Right. I thought it was a way to actually debut and transition into her brand new song, and a way to do it for the BET awards. I'm so excited, y'all. I can't even keep up. I can't keep up. I can't up. Lotto did a good job with her big, or should I say big mama? Call her big mama. All right, she did her thing. When she hit the stage, she had a more of a sexy slow start, but it was very sensual and very fitting for Lotto, in my opinion. And she ended it with her song "Sunday Service." Call her big mama. All right, and then that Tyler is it Fauna? And then Ski Bang, they performed their hit song Jump. And y'all, that was a vision to see, and also a favorite of the night. Like, there was a lot of energy on stage during their performance. The outfits were so nice. It gave African Jungle, Lion King. They had levels. They had, right, the stilts on stage. I had an opportunity to actually see the Lion King off Broadway, and that's what they used in order to, cause you wonder how in the hell are y'all gonna do a Broadway show that's based off of something like the Lion King, right? And that's how they do it. They have stilts, they have all of these different levels, people like flying in from the sky, and like, it's very, ring circusy. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's very like that. And so that's kind of how they're really able to kind of sell that Lion King on Broadway. But anyway, it just kind of gave me, all of the things. But that was one of my favorite performances of the night. Sexy Red, she had the audience, y'all, moving around, singing the lyrics to her "Get It Sexy." That hit along with "You My Everything." Her theme of the performance was Sexy Red, sort of like for president. And at this point in time, I won't talk about the presidency or anything of that nature just yet, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on in the week. And Will Smith, y'all, he performed his song Bulletproof. When he said that he was actually going to be doing a brand new song, I think I was thinking more like a rap-ish sort. I didn't know what it was gonna look like, but it was a true surprise. I think when also Kirk Franklin came out and gave his motivational speech in the song. Will Smith also gave his motivational part in the song. The song talks about having a cross to bear and being able to, basically forge through and dance even in your darkest moments. And I believe this was a way of healing. I talked about that as well in a previous episode, when Ricky Smiley, he has a book that's going to be coming out this fall as his way of releasing in a part of his healing journey, in my opinion only, from the death of his son. And so I think this is a way of healing for Will Smith, going back to music, going back to his roots. Because I mean, y'all, Will start. This is parents just don't understand. This is when I fell in love with Will Smith. Okay, and Will, anytime you need anything else to slap, I'll turn around so you can slap that ass. Okay. Okay, that was very inappropriate. I don't know if I'm gonna. Maybe I should start this over. I'm too far now. I'm way too far now. Y'all, I said what I said, and I ain't gonna take it back. It is what it is, baby. And talking about it, it is what it is. You know, Shabuzi, he turned the stage into a country honky tonk with his song "Tipsy" featuring Jaquan. And it does sound like, of course, it was inspired by the original song. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. So shout out to Shabuzi. Okay, so this is my only. First off, they did a great job. Let me just kind of say it like that, because at the end of Shabuzi singing his part, that's when Jaquan came in and was just like kind of gave into the original, and then they kind of did a little bit of a mix. I do wish the mix would have came in a little bit earlier, but I'm not the person who choreographs everything. Plus, to be honest with you, I think it was important for Shabuzi, especially being a country artist, bringing it to BET, for him to be able to fully showcase his song. So, my idea may have just not been the best idea, but I just would have incorporated the Jaquan part, a little bit sooner into the song, and just kind of made a little bit more of an in-depth mix. Especially since Shabuzi's Tipsy song was inspired by Jaquan's Everybody in the Club Getting Tipsy. Ha 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 ha. And a lot of the girls actually are coming out with brand new songs right now. JT also has a song that she has. It's not exactly brand new, like it didn't come out yesterday, but the remix is brand new, and it features Jeezy. And I brought it up for a reason. It's because apparently Jeezy in his song and his lyrics, he's saying something about he single as a dollar bill, and he goes on to say, "Why you got choppers in the house? Cause I'm a bitch will never catch me slipping." That's what he said. So, if you remember him, and of course, Jeannie Mai they've officially divorced at this point in time. And while there's some paperwork that's actually closed right now, some of the YouTubers, they be on it, baby. They be on it. Okay. I'll have to bring you back to the exact source, but there is information out there that Jeannie Mai was saying that Jeezy had weapons around the house. And I believe in this song, he's just saying that, yeah, he do, because he got to protect himself. But with that being said, shout out to JT and that feature on that new. I love that song, by the way. I ain't gonna talk about what's going on between Jeezy and Jeannie Mai. I'm glad they finally got that together for the baby. But shout out to JT and your solo career. I'm interested to definitely see the journey that continues to happen, girl, with your music, honey. And Cardi B, congratulations. She is expecting her third child. And while it's not officially announced, she received an award over at Hollywood Unlocked. And she was on stage performing. And during her performance, I believe that you can tell that she was, of course, expecting. So congratulations. And if you haven't had an opportunity, I've actually watched the first episode now of the third season of College Hill, the Celebrity Edition. Shout out to Tracy Edmonds. She's still over there executive producing. She ain't worried about no breakup with Prime, right? Took him too long. Didn't it, Tracy? It took him too long. Well, you can catch all of the seasons, Celebrity College Hill on BET Plus. This season, it actually premiered on June the 10th. So they are going to be at Xavier University out of Louisiana. That's in, of course, New Orleans. The season features Claudia Jordan. Claudia is also the one that's on Fox Soul, the TGIF show, which I'll touch on that here in a few minutes. Angela, Black China White. Angela was doing the countdown, of course, to BET, but then congratulations to her as well on her sobriety. I'll be talking about that more a little bit as the summer continues. Saucy Santana is on the show. Carlos Miller of 85 South. Wasn't familiar with him. Apparently, he was also on Wild 'N Out as well. Nick Swaggy P. Young, Nick Young, the one that has that meme. He brought it up, though. I didn't bring up the meme, but that's him on the meme. He said most people actually know him from the meme than in basketball. I know him, I think, more from basketball, and I know that he was the one who actually dated the girl, I'm so fancy, that girl. But anyway, all of them are classmates this season. They went with 6 people. I wonder why they didn't go with 7, or I wonder if they was trying to go with more people, but only 6 people said okay, so they just went with those 6. Either way, shout out to Claudia Jordan, looking good in her orange dress. She did an interview actually tonight on the BET carpet there. So congratulations as well to LeBron James and Bronny. They actually made history. The NBA draft took place recently, and the son of LeBron James, Bronny James, was drafted not to any team, but the same team as his daddy. It's going to be the Los Angeles Lakers, of course. He was a part of the second round pick and was 55th overall. Now, folks were apparently clowning him about his order. However, Bronny was not making the best stats over at the university that he was at either. So a lot of folks said, they weren't surprised. Now, to say that they're surprised that Bronny and LeBron are playing together, I don't know if that would be factual, because folks have been talking about this, in my opinion, for years. And I wouldn't say I'm a well, I keep saying that I'm not a sports follower, but I keep talking about sports. So I sound like that's not the truth. It's just, I don't follow, but I'm around people who do follow, and that influences me to know what's going on. So it's almost kind of like, oh, well, hell, I'm watching, I might as well talk about it, right? So that's really the case of it all. But I had to highlight this because this is a historical moment. So shout out to LeBron and Bronny. Shout out to LeBron for reaching his goal. You know what was funny, y'all, was that a guy by the name of Stephen Chia tweeted out. He said, it has been discovered that LeBron is sleeping with the newest teammate's mom, and that is the fact, Jack. No, I don't think he said the fact, Jack part. I just put that there at the end. But that was funny because that is definitely factual. And y'all, I shouldn't say this, but I gotta say it. Side note. So somebody said, y'all, that Dr. Umar Johnson had an opinion about supporting Bronny because he reportedly has a girlfriend that's not the same race as him, that some white girl or something like that. Whatever the case may be. Y'all, somebody tell Umar to worry about that school, because it's reported that Umar's organization that he poses as a nonprofit they received a cease and desist like 2 years ago in Pennsylvania. And while he's been speaking about his Delaware school, there is no paperwork that can be found about his nonprofit organization in Pennsylvania or in Delaware, which is why I didn't call it a nonprofit organization. So the next time y'all see Dr. Umar, please relay that message. Don't worry about nothing else but getting that school stuff together, getting that paperwork cleared in Pennsylvania and up in Delaware. Because they gave you money. They gave you money. You out here looking scam. Listen, ain't nothing worse than a scammer. Not even scammers want to be scammed. Oh. JT says she ain't in that line of work no more. She know that wasn't right. She know that wasn't right. Oh, anyway, speaking of not right, I'm not sure if TGIF is actually going to be coming back to the network. Still nothing from Fox Soul, but Claudia was on the red carpet, as I said before, at the BET Awards, speaking with Tank. But she was promoting her new show, College Hill Season 3. She didn't say nothing that I saw anyway about TGIF. Also, Armand looked like he enjoying himself there on the gram, all the things. Al, though, did do a live on his YouTube channel, so you can go and check that out. He said he had a blood clot on an airplane and he's currently recovering over in Greece. So that was the latest I heard in regards to any of the 3 hosts, but nothing as it pertains to the show, when it's going to come back, if it's going to come back. We shall see, y'all. And for now, y'all, that is the critical news that you can use. If you missed any of our past episodes, I've dropped the links in the description below. Thanks again for tuning in to the Critic Chronicles YouTube channel, where you get commentary, reviews, and tabloid news. I'm your host, Patricia Hartley. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload.